Ilori. All across Nigeria, we bring you news and information that will make your day. We are news. We are 24 News Radio TV.
Evening to you and thanks for joining us on the news update on 24 News Radio and Television. My name is Grace Wanfo. Ekiti State Government will today participate in a strategic energy roundtable organized by the Rural Electrification Agency in Abuja. The Commissioner for Infrastructure and Public Utilities, Professor Mobolaji Aluko, said Governor Biodun Oyebanji will deliver a special address reaffirming commitment to rural electrification and renewable energy. The event will also feature an MOU signing and introduction of Ekiti's electricity priority plan to attract investment and expand clean power access across the state. Still from Ekiti State, the Ekiti State Government has called on qualified youths and residents to apply for the 2025 federal recruitment into civil defense, immigration, correctional, and fire services. The Commissioner for Information, Chief Taiwo Olatunbosun, who made the call, said the portal opened on the 14th of this month and would remain accessible for 3 weeks via recruitment.cdcfib.gov.ng. He said applicants must be Nigerian by birth, aged 18 to 35, with minimum height of 1.65 meters for males and 1.60 meters for females, and possesses at least 4 to 5 SSCE credits, including English and mathematics, saying higher qualifications such as NCE, OND, HND, and BSc are accepted. The Information Commissioner said applicants must be medically and physically fit with no criminal record and can only apply to one agency to avoid disqualification. Chief Olatunbosun described it as a golden opportunity for Ekiti youths to build careers in national service. The Niger Delta Development Commission has warned the public about a fake skills acquisition training claimed to be sponsored by the commission. It said it never engaged any group for such training and urged youth to avoid falling victim of fraudsters. This was contained in a statement by its Director of Corporate Affairs, Seledi Thompson Wakama, in Port Harcourt. The former APC National Chairman, John Oyegun, has received his membership card of the African Democratic Congress in Edo State. The card was presented to him by the state chairman, Kennedy Odio, at the party secretariat in Benin. Odion described Oyegun as an experienced coalition builder, saying he has done it before and can do it again to redeem the nation from economic challenges. The Independent National Electoral Commission says 295,856 permanent voters' cards remain uncollected in Ondo State. Resident Electoral Commissioner Mrs. Oluwatoyin Babalola reviewed this in Akure while speaking on preparations for the upcoming continuous voter registration. She noted that out of 2,053,061 registered voters, 1,757,205 have collected their PVC. And from Lagos State, the Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission will today present certificates of return to newly elected chairmen and councillors. LASEC Chairman Justice Bola Okikiolu Igele said the event was moved from today due to the public holiday declared from former Vice President at SEC headquarters. Opposition parties in Lagos have called for the cancellation of Saturday's local government elections, describing them as undemocratic and fraudulent. Parties including Labour Party, Young Progressive Party, African Action Congress, Action People's Congress, and Accord Party alleged the polls were marred by irregularities and disenfranchised many opposition candidates. An Osun State High Court seated in Osogbo has sentenced 6 people to 2 years in prison for conspiracy and unlawful possession of firearms during the 2023 general election. Justice Michael Awe found Yunusa Ramon, Moshood Hamzat, Awotunde Wenga, Adebayo Mutui, Femi Taiwo, and Najim Omotuntu guilty. They were prosecuted by the federal government under the Electoral Act 2022. The federal government has launched the Nigerian Youth Academy Ambassador Program in Akwa Ibom State to boost youth participation in national development. Youth Development Minister Ayodele Olawande unveiled the program in Uyo, saying it will bring federal youth initiatives closer to the communities. He said that 2 ambassadors would be selected from each local government to champion schemes like Bamboo Youth Empowerment and the Nigerian Youth Academy and Digital Literacy for All. The federal government says over 420 federal roads, bridges, and infrastructure projects have been completed and significantly advanced under President Bola Tinubu. The chairman of the Senate Committee on Works, Senator Barinada Pigi, gave the information at the 33rd Engineering Assembly in Abuja. And from security, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has urged host communities of the Trans-Niger Pipeline to protect national assets in their areas. At a stakeholders meeting in Port Harcourt, Musa warned that pipeline vandalism and oil theft mostly harm the communities through environmental and health hazards. And from Plateau State, about 20 people have been killed when gunmen attacked Bindi village in Riyom local government area of the state. Eyewitnesses said the attackers, armed with heavy weapons, stormed homes while residents slept, killing women, children, and the elderly. And still from Plateau State, Senator Palm has condemned killings in Plateau North, where gunmen attacked Joe, Rim, and Jebu villages, killing over 30 people. He described the violence as an indictment on all and urged the National Assembly to act urgently to end attacks affecting farmers and villagers. Moving over to Benue State Emergency Management Agency says 107 victims of the June 13th Yelwata attack in Guma local government area are still hospitalized. Executive Secretary James Ayopu described the attack as massive carnage and decried incessant attacks on rural communities. This is still the news update on 24 News Radio and Television. Still to come a report from the foreign scene and sports. Stay with us. If you're just joining us, this is the news update on 24 News Radio and Television. Over now to the foreign scene. The Syrian Health Ministry says at least 13 people were injured in the recent attack on the Syrian capital. Israel has carried out a series of powerful strikes on the Syrian capital, Damascus, escalating a campaign it says is in support of an Arab minority group involved in deadly clashes with Syrian government forces. In a press briefing held by the Israeli Defense Forces (IDF), a military official confirmed Israel had targeted the ministry and an area near the presidential palace. Israel has been carrying out airstrikes on Syria as part of its commitment to protect the Druze, an Arab minority at the center of clashes with government loyalists. Violence broke out over the weekend between Druze forces and Bedouin tribes in the southern Syrian city of Suwaida, prompting an intervention by the Syrian government. The U.S. Special Envoy for Syria, Tom Barak, says United States considers the situation worrisome and has reportedly urged Israel to halt its strikes. But Israel's Foreign Minister Gideon Saar said Wednesday that the campaign was essential to prevent harm to the Druze community and protect the southern border. Katz said that the IDF will continue operating with force in Suwaida to destroy the forces that attacked the Druze until their complete withdrawal. And from France, French Prime Minister François Bayrou has proposed scrapping 2 public holidays in the 2026 budget to reduce spending and boost defense funding. He suggested removing Easter Monday and May 8, which marks the Allied victory at the end of World War II. Bayrou described May's holiday-packed calendar as Swiss cheese with holes, but said he is open to alternatives. His proposal could face resistance in Parliament later this year, risking a collapse of his government. And from the world of sports, Nigeria's under-19 women's basketball team are through to the round of 16 at the FIBA Basketball World Cup despite losing their final group game to Portugal. After recording 1 win and 2 defeats, Nigeria finished third in Group B. Canada topped the group after winning all 3 matches, while Portugal placed second and China finished fourth. The home-based Super Eagles have secured a 1-0 victory over Remo Stars in a friendly encounter in Ikenne. This marks the team's first friendly game in Ikenne town. The home-based Super Eagles have called for more friendly matches ahead of the competition. The tournament will kick off early next month. Super Eagles have also intensified preparations for the upcoming African Nations Champions. Rangers FC forward Godwin Obaje said the players were focused and ready to give their best. Nigeria will face defending champions Senegal, Sudan, and Congo in Group D. The Super Eagles will start their campaign against Senegal on August 7th. The competition will be hosted by Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania from August 2nd to 30th. The CHAN tournament is reserved for players who play in their domestic leagues. And that is the wrap on the news update on 24 News Radio and Television. Do stay tuned for more programs will be coming your way. My name is Grace Nwafo. Have a lovely evening.
From Abuja to Lagos, Sokoto to Port Harcourt, Enugu to Ilorin, all across Nigeria, we bring you news and information that will make your day. We are news.